7 o'clock on the dot, man. That's not musician time normally, to be on time. How many of y'all have never been to the Mucky Duck? I know you're Portland. We have a Portland table here. Where are y'all oh, I know where you're from. Anybody else? First timers? Cool. Thank you for being here. We good? You getting some signal? There we go. I'm going to sing you a little song about where I grew up. Over in East Dallas, and I like to say it's the wrong side of the tracks, where the garages are detached, the fences are chain link. I wrote this song with my friend Scott Shawn White. One bare light bulb hanging from the rafters, the smell of motor oil, sawdust and sweat, hot rod engines, hammers and wrenches, old spare parts and spare time well spent. But it's 6 o'clock, not a minute after, that supper's ready call come through the back door screen. Baby crying, the sizzle of something frying, and Grandma's china if we had some company. From Dad's garage to Mama's kitchen, might have been just a couple steps apart. You couldn't find two worlds more different than that short walk across the yard. But between carburetors and casseroles, broken hearts and fishing poles, there was always something needed fixing. In Dad's garage, and Mama's kitchen, an old pine workbench and an old oak dinner table, where we talked pickups, pot roast, politics, and Jesus. And most of our problems back then we could solve them with some grit, a lot of grace, and a little grease. From Dad's garage to Mama's kitchen, steps apart, but you couldn't find two worlds more different than that short walk across the yard. But between carburetors and casseroles, broken hearts and fishing poles, there was always something needed fixing. Dad's garage and Mom's kitchen, between carburetors and casseroles, broken hearts and fishing poles, there was always something needed fixing. And there was always someone there to listen, pass the 5/8 and pass the chicken. In Dad's garage, Mama's kitchen. Thank y'all so much. I have a feeling some of you grew up a little bit like that. My name is Helene Cronin. I get called Helen a lot, but it's Helene. Helen with an E on the end. I'm from Dallas area. How are you doing? Good to see you, Jim. And I spend a lot of time in Nashville. And I was writing with a friend of mine named Bob Paterno, and we were writing another song that I don't even remember anymore. And he said, I've got a title that I'm saving for you. And I said, what is it? And he said, it's First Stone. And I immediately started thinking about how it would be cool to land that song, that hook. And I said, well, what are your ideas for it? And of course, First Stone is throwing the first stone is a biblical concept. It comes from a conversation Jesus had when he was protecting a woman. And he said, whoever's without sin, throw the first stone at her. Well, as we started to go down this track of what are we going to do with the first stone, we didn't want to be preachy with the message that we had for this song. And so we decided the only one we wanted to hear from was the stone itself. I can win you a battle, I can lose you the war. I'm the promise of justice with a cold granite core. I'm the courage of cowards, I'm the salt in the wound. And I'll hurt the most when I'm cloaked in the truth. I'm a word, I'm a fist, an unfaithful kiss. I'm a bruiser of trust, a breaker of bones. I'm the push, I'm the shove, a poison to love, the damage I can do once I've been thrown. I'm the first stone. I'm easy to stoop to, I'm hard to ignore. And you ought to know better, 'cause you've met me before. I'm a brief guilty pleasure, I'm a lasting regret. You can't take it back moment, and I ain't done with you yet. I'm a word, I'm a fist, an unfaithful kiss. I'm a bruiser of trust, a breaker of bones. I'm the push, I'm the shove, a poison to love. Oh, the damage I can do once I've been thrown. I'm the first stone. Make your point, I'll hit the mark. Leave a scar, strike the heart, and lie there at the bottom of the rubble. A word, a fist, an unfaithful kiss. I'm a bruiser of trust, a breaker of bones. I'm the push, I'm the shove, a poison to love. And I'm best left alone. I'm the first stone. I'm the first stone. Just the first stone. Thank y'all. I had a weird year last year with COVID, like many other artists. My whole schedule, my touring schedule, my gigs, everything I had dried up, went away like everybody else. Don't feel sorry for me. Happened to all of us. One of the good things that happened last year, though, was that I didn't have to stop writing, and so I was able to continue. I spent a lot of time in Nashville. I go up there, I write with a lot of people. I had a few people that were still willing to get together. We masked up when necessary, and ended up writing 60 songs last year. So forgive me for having my lyrics up here. But some of them I'm still learning. Anyway, this is one off my recent album called Old Ghosts and Lost Causes. And Old Ghosts and Lost Causes is a title that I made up. Old Ghosts comes from this song. Lost Causes comes from a song I have called God Doesn't on that same CD. Anyway, I'm going to invite you to take a bus ride with me. It's 13 hours to Waco. There's a seat beside the window. I buckle up and settle back. Watch the faces in the glass. Just across the center row is a family fresh from Mexico. The mother sings a Spanish song. I wonder, is this where any of us belong? The driver's eyes are flashing in the rear view like a watchman on the wall. I bet those eyes have seen it all. The washed out vagrants catching sleep, the honeymooners traveling cheap, the runaway someone's trying to find. Old ghosts floating in between the future and what used to be, the hopeless and the hopeful side by side, riding the gray line. The air is stale through dusty vents, smells like sweat and hobo breath. These nameless towns are deaf and blind to this triple axle humming by. The tires sigh and others stop. A couple drifters stumble off, and we all watch the open door to see who joins our lonesome tour. We're all here for different reasons, but we're keeping our cards close. We're all together on our own. The washed out vagrants catching sleep, the honeymooners traveling cheap, the runaway someone's trying to find. Old ghosts floating in between the future and what used to be, the hopeless and the hopeful side by side, riding the gray line, riding the gray line. And I might make it all the way to Waco and get him off my mind. If I can leave his memory with the ghosts that haunt this isle, riding the gray line, riding the gray line. Thank y'all so much. Well, my husband and I live in Plano, and we have 2 daughters. And they are grown now, but they give a lot of material for songs. But you have you have to be careful. Number one, that you keep it even. If you write a song for one, you have to write a song for the other. That's the first thing I learned. I'm gonna have you roll a tiny bit of that guitar off for me. The other thing I learned is that girls love a certain color. And I was in Nashville one time, and a color woke me up out of a dead sleep like a bolt of lightning. And I lay there for a while and just thought about why on earth did that happen? And of course the lyrics started drifting down. So if any of y'all have daughters or granddaughters, I'm going to send this out to you tonight. It's the brand spanking new face of a baby after she takes her first breath. It's bouquets and balloons, it's the ruffles and pleats of her sweet little going home dress. It's blankets and bumper pads, the ribbons and lace decorating her new bassinet. Till you've been through it, you'd never think your house could hold so much pink. Strollers, scooters, and bikes. It's her favorite crayon in the pack. It's jewelry boxes, tutus, and tights. It's the tie she'll pick out for her dad. It's iPods and braces, cell phones and razors. It's the Mustang she wishes she had. Oh, until lipstick and blush, the first sign of a crush, and it all rushes by in a wink. And then pretty soon you've got a bride and a groom, and you're toasting them both with a drink. And yes, even champagne comes in, the color of roses, flower girl petals, and the garter your new son-in-law threw. It's just a matter of time till one day they come by, and her face, oh, it glows with the news. A black and white sonogram, she's having a girl, and though you had brief delusions of blue, it's like the hope in a sunrise. It's new life on the brink, and in spite of yourself, you can't help but think how much you love the color. Sing it with me. Pink. Thank y'all so much. Inspired by true stories. Oddly enough, I had one daughter who loved pink, and the other, to this day, loves pink. Everything's pink. And the other will not be caught dead in it. What? Did somebody say something to me, or are you just talking? No, you can talk. Hey, Julie. I am, okay, all right. She's kindly putting me up for the night. I'm in the middle of recording a new album. I just spent, 2 weeks ago, I spent 2 days in the studio doing tracks and having a bunch of A-list musicians laying down parts for this thing, and it's been amazing. And this is going to be one of the songs on it. Do any of y'all know Andi Renfree? Andi and Renfree, yeah? Okay, this is a song I co-wrote with Andi and another young lady named Deidre Thornell. Some of y'all might know her. I think she plays Houston Rodeo and stuff. Is it a bar stool in a dive bar where no one knows your name? Is it a habit, a pack of smokes waiting on a midnight flame? Is it a slow dancing stranger you're thinking about taking home? Or a secret you swallow to kill the pain when you're alone? What do you lean on? Something strong enough to hold you up, 'cause it's made to take the weight, built to handle all you're putting on it, worthy of your faith. Is it shifting sand or solid rock that you plant your feet on? Oh, what do you lean on? Yeah, what do you lean on? Is it the dollars in your pocket, things that only money can buy? Your reputation working your way up that ladder that you climb? Is it a phone call to an old friend you hope is gonna pull you through? Is it 12 steps, red letter words, or your mama's prayers for you? What do you lean on? Something strong enough to hold you up, 'cause it's made to take the weight, built to handle all you're putting on it, worthy of your faith. Is it shifting sand or solid rock that you plant your feet on? Oh, what do you lean on? A shoulder, cross, or crutch? What do you turn to when the burden's too much? Something strong enough to hold you up, 'cause it's made to take the weight, built to handle all you're putting on it, worthy of your faith. Is it shifting sand or solid rock you plant your feet on? Oh, is it shifting sand or solid rock you plant your feet on? Oh, what do you lean on? Yeah, what do you lean on? What do you lean on? Thank y'all. Just check something here. Having a little trouble with my tuning pedal here. As I mentioned, I've been traveling to Nashville for a long time, Dallas to Nashville. I've been doing it since about 2004 or 5. And starting in 2013, I started going every month, and I'm there usually for about a week out of every month. It's gradually growing into 2 weeks out of every month. But there's a lot to do, a lot to get done. But I was just starting out, and I'd been invited to a workshop there, and there were only 2 of us from Texas. It was based on a songwriter search thing that these people were doing, and I'd been to one in Texas, and then there were 2 of us from the Texas one that were invited to this one in Nashville. And so I went thinking that this was going to be my chance, that I was going to be discovered, and that I would get a publishing deal, or that somebody would take notice of me. And it didn't go like that. It didn't go anything like the narrative I had written out for that weekend. And it was very, very disappointing. And I had played some songs that kind of weren't ready for prime time. I look back on it and I go, man, I should have played this or I should have played that. And now I have the hindsight to say, no, I played the exactly 2 wrong songs for these guys, because I wasn't supposed to be there to meet these publishers. I was so down about how that workshop went that I used my American Airlines pass to go to the airport early, try to get out of town. I hated Nashville that day and wanted to get home as soon as I could. And so I go to the airport and I'm standing in line. I'm trying to get a standby ticket. And next to me in line is a young man in uniform. And I had never, ever in my life spoken to anybody in uniform. And at the airport, I'm kind of reserved, and I feel awkward and don't know what to say. But this time I just struck up a conversation with him, asked him where he was going, and he said, I'm going back to the Middle East, which told me that this was not his first tour. And then he asked me where I was going, and here's where the story all makes sense to me now, looking back. If I had not had a disappointing weekend, number one, I would not have been at the airport at that point in time. But number two, I would not have said, I'm going home, like I did, hanging my head. And he had 2 words for me, which I'm going to let the song tell you the story. But I look back on it now and go, I wasn't supposed to be there to meet those publishers and to impress people with my songwriting. I was there to meet that kid headed back to Iraq. And to hear those 2 words he had for me that actually changed my life. Took me 2 years to decide to write the song. I knew right away it was a song. I didn't touch it for 2 years. And then I wrote it. And I just thank God. I mean, disappointment can make you bitter, or it can tenderize your heart. And I'm glad that it tenderized my heart that weekend and that I heard what he had to say to me. I stood in line beside a soldier at the airport ticket counter. We were catching flights in Tennessee. We made a little easy conversation. I asked his destination, another tour of duty in the Middle East. Then he asked me where I was headed to. When I answered home, he just said, lucky you. And I thought, lucky me. He's right, I sleep in my own bed at night. I've got everything I need and more, all that he gave up to wear that uniform. Lucky me, while he fights a war, I live the life he's fighting for. He is the brave, I am the free. Lucky me. I stood there silent, and all I heard, echoing from his 2 words, were all the things he didn't say. That he's lonely and scared, battle-scarred, family back home, praying hard. He never knows if he'll see another day. But he held up his head and looked me in the eye. And right there in those 2 words, I could hear a soldier's pride. And I thought, lucky me, he's right. I sleep in my own bed at night. I've got everything I need and more, all that he gave up to wear that uniform. Lucky me, while he fights a war, I live the life he's fighting for. He is the brave, I am the free. Lucky me. Well, I tried to thank him before we parted ways, but the best I could do was a tear rolling down my face. Lucky me, that's right. Freedom comes at a heavy price, and we don't all pay our equal share or know what it's like over there. Lucky us, the ones at home, while others go to the battle zones. They are the brave, we are the free. Lucky you, lucky me. Lucky you, lucky me. Thank you all so much. My sister, when I first wrote that song and we started getting a little momentum going with it, put a video on YouTube that went viral for about 5 minutes. I got to be on the Mike Huckabee show and sing it with Mike playing bass behind me, which was cool. And the Little Rockers, they call their little band. And I've sung it for Medal of Honor events and a lot of military things. It never ceases to amaze me how that song has been used. Anyway, not everything I write is all super serious, so I'm going to do a song that, another song that I wrote with Andi, Renfree. And this is one my producer had to arm twist me to put on this record. So he wanted something that's kind of this new record that's going to be coming out. Y'all haven't even heard my old stuff, so I know I'm talking to a bunch of newbies, but that's okay. He wanted something kind of fun and different, and he said, "Do you have anything about Texas?" And I said, "No, not really." And "Do you have anything that has like Robert Earl Keen lyrics, you know, just something fun?" "No, not really." So anyway, the next day I was writing with Andi, and she came in with this title called "Between Me and the Road," and to me this is like not a throwaway song because I love this song, but like my album, I had so many songs that could have gone on there, and it's like, okay, what is this going to bump off? And so it has a line in there. Everything in the verses is something between me and the road, literally between my butt and the concrete, and so, or Andi's butt and the concrete. And she had a line about 2 skunks and a dead armadillo. It's just like, okay. So last week I was leaving a friend's house in Nashville. It was 9:15 at night. And I was in my little Ford Focus that I had bought to keep up there, and I was not in my Highlander, which would have had a lot more ground clearance. You might know where this story's going. So I'm in my little Ford Focus, and I come up over this hill, and my headlights, right in the middle of the road, was an armadillo. I could not swerve. I couldn't slow down. It was too late. So I rolled the little fella. So basically, he gave his life to be a sign that I should cut the song on the album. I went back and tried to see if he was there, and he was still there. He was gone. But anyway, here's to the armadillo. So my producer got his way thanks to this little guy. 4 tires spinning, discount Michelin's, bought 'em new in San Angelo. Floorboards, loose change, torn seats, coffee stains, 2 skunks and a dead armadillo. Between me and the road ain't no secrets, we both know. Every dream I'm riding on, how much I miss you when I'm gone. The empty rooms, the sold out shows, the miles we got left to go. That's between me and the road. Hit or miss, tumbleweeds, cloud shadows, headlight beams, caught a little rain in Amarillo. Heat mirage, dotted lines, trash some jackass left behind, just like me going where the wind blows. Between me and the road ain't no secrets, we both know. Every dream I'm riding on, how much I miss you when I'm gone. The empty rooms, the sold out shows, miles we got left to go. That's between me and the road. 3,000 pounds of steel in the freeway freedom in these wheels. Between me and the road. Between me and the road ain't no secrets, we both know. Every dream I'm riding on, and how much I miss you when I'm gone. Where it takes me, where we go, when it's gonna bring me home. That's between me and the road. Yeah, that's between me and the road. Me and the road. spinning. Discount Michelin's, bought 'em new in San Antonio. Thank you. That one is strictly for fun. I think I might do a different one. I have a young lady that I've been writing with a lot named Nicole Lewis, and I was telling her a little bit about how my husband treats me and the kind of man that he is, and the things that he says to me. And we ended up taking a title. The title of the song is Ain't That Just Like a Man, which sounds like it would be sarcastic. We made it true. He tells me I'm pretty when I don't feel pretty, when I don't see what he sees. He says in a crowd when we're out at a party, he's proud to be next to me. Then he takes me back home and he lies down beside me and loves me like only he can. He lets me know I'm safe in his hands. Ain't that just like a man? He's cowboy honest, stubborn as a promise. He's a 5 o'clock shadow, he's leather and flannel, makes me glad I'm the woman I am. Ain't that just like a man? He don't always know what to say when I'm crying, but he lets me cry on his chest. And most of the time can't fix my worries or problems, but he ain't afraid of my mess. He shoulders my burdens, comforts my hurting, even when he don't understand. He carries the weight when I can't. Ain't that just like a man? He's cowboy honest, stubborn as a promise. He's a 5 o'clock shadow, he's leather and flannel, makes me glad I'm the woman I am. Ain't that just like a man? Oh, he's cowboy honest, stubborn as a promise. He's a 5 o'clock shadow, he's leather and flannel, makes me glad I'm the woman I am. Ain't that just like a man? To make me glad I'm the woman I am. Ain't that just like a man? Thank you all so much. I just have a couple more, and then I'm going to get off the stage and let Season Ammons come up here and rock your world. I want to say thank you to Tracy, she said to say DeJarnett, for putting this on Houston Live TV. Thank you so much for organizing this. McGonigel's Mucky Duck. Thank you for letting me have a few minutes with y'all tonight. And all of you who came out. Well, this song is a brand new one that I wrote with a young lady in Nashville named Ava Paige. Ava, at the time we wrote, is 16. She is dealing with leukemia. And I just, some of you that follow me on Facebook know that I just went through a bout with breast cancer. And so we've bonded a little bit this year over our mutual journeys. And she has been like a light to me. She just goes through this thing. And she's having to have chemo, which I didn't have to do. I kind of did my thing with surgery and radiation, and I was done, supposedly. And she's having to do chemo, I think, for another at least 6 months, if not a year. And she just moves through it with such grace. And she's been a real example to me. Anyway, we had a date on the books. And I told her I had this idea about my father. And I grew up on Long Island for a little while, and we had a boat, and my dad would take us out. Sometimes we'd go out as a family a lot, but every once in a while I get to go out with him by myself. And he was always the kind to point out things, and that was true if we were in the car. Look at that, let's see that. He was always the first to spot a deer or a fox, or, you know, he would show us out on the boat, that buoy marks this channel, and that island, that's Dog Island over there, and and he would tell us how to, signs, and I think he wanted to make sure his kids always knew how to find their way home. My father used to take me fishing, set off early in the morning with him, a bucket of minnows and a couple of poles. He'd say, see that beach, remember that island, that water tower, that line of pines. Don't need a map to get to that fishing hole. And those are the signs that'll guide us home. When you get away from what you know, feel a little lost and a lot alone. If the water's deep, the waves are getting high. When all you want to do is turn around, retrace your steps to solid ground, you can find your way back from wherever you are by looking for the landmarks. He was full of that kind of wisdom. I should have spent more time listening before I set my sails, untied the ropes. I went so far out, lost sight of shore. Winds came up, blew me off course, ended up somewhere I never meant to go. When you get away from what you know, feel a little lost and a lot alone. If the water's deep and the waves are getting high, when all you want to do is turn around and retrace your steps to solid ground, you can find your way back from wherever you are by looking for the landmarks. Oh, by looking for the landmarks. Like that welcome home front porch light, a Bible verse that comes to mind, a call from Mama asking, where have you been? Memories that make you turn around and retrace your steps to solid ground. You can find your way back from wherever you are, no matter how far, by looking for the landmarks. By looking for the landmarks. Thank y'all. Thank you so much. Lane, thank you for sound. It's great tonight, at least where I'm sitting. I appreciate all you're doing to take care of me up here. Thank you again to all of you for being here, to McGonigel's Mucky Duck for giving me a spot tonight, and to Tracy for putting this on. To every one of you for being here. You have no idea how much it means. Everybody's presence matters and makes a difference. Well, I opened with a song that I wrote with my friend Scott Shawn White, and I'm going to close with a song that we wrote. This song was based on a hashtag that I saw on Facebook, and it said #Humankind. And it got me thinking. It was of course, with some heartwarming story, and it got me thinking about the word humankind in a way that I wanted to twist it and make it into a song. And Scott's the one that I take those ideas to, that I know are going to take some work, but that I want to turn out right. Anyway, this is on my album, Old Ghosts and Lost Causes. It's also on Scott's new album. We spent a lot of time digging around on this song. My oldest daughter was a hospice caregiver for 7 years, and she would come home with stories of what she had to do for people that boggled my mind, because I would not have been able to do what she did. So we got our first verse written, and we broke for a week or so, and we got back together, and we were kind of stymied about where to go for the second verse. And I said, what about that story about when you were in high school and how you saw that girl that needed a friend? Why don't we use your story? So we did. We built his story a little bit into the second verse. Anyway, this is a song that really matters to me, and I'm going to close my set with this. He's an old man, a hard man, can't hold on to nothing, not his razor, not his temper, not his tongue. She's a young nurse, a sweet girl, comes in every morning, makes his bed, shaves his face, cleans him up. She's been there 3 years now, ain't seen one of his kids ever come around. So she drives in on her Sundays off to play a game of gin and take him for a walk. And for a little while he forgets to be mad. He remembers how to tell a joke and make a pretty girl laugh. The hurt goes away and the lonely fades with just a smile and the gift of a little time. Nothing eases human pain like humankind. She's the new kid in a new town for the third time in 2 years, and high school can be cruel when you're different. And he can tell when she walks in, she's a trust nobody who could use a friend. He takes the seat beside her no one wants to take, and in the lunchroom, well, that's a pretty big thing. For a little while she forgets to be scared. She remembers for a minute what it's like to fit in somewhere. The hurt goes away and the lonely fades with just a smile and the gift of a little time. Nothing eases human pain like humankind. And it don't take much to help someone, to save someone. 'Cause for a little while we forget to give up. it's like when someone walks this road with us. The hurt goes away and the lonely fades with just a smile and the gift of a little time. Oh, nothing eases human pain like humankind. Like humankind. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you again for being here. And y'all stick around. Season Ammons is about to get up. Can I unplug? Am I good? Whoops. Nope. Sorry.
Hey, we're live. Hey, everybody, we are live. Well, how cool. First off, it's an honor to be here on this stage. And what an honor to have been invited to do Lone Star Women. What a cool, great concept. Thank you so much for having me. Y'all give it up for Helene. She was an amazing songwriter. That was awesome. So yeah, my name is Season. That's my real name. Mom was a hippie, and she gave me the coolest stage name ever. It's my real name, and but I didn't. That's what she gave me. She didn't give me the talent though. She can't sing. Don't ask her to do it. She won't do it. She cannot. Love you, Mom. So I was born and raised up in Dallas, Texas. That's where I'm originally from. I'm based out of LaGrange right now, and I did used to spend some time in Houston. I lived here for a couple of years, so the Mucky Duck was always on that bucket list of places to play. So, like I said, honor to be here. I guess I'm going to kick things off with it's a song called "Show Me Your Love."
There you are, got a hold of my heart. Here I am, sitting in the palm of your hands. Oh boy, and you know damn well that I'm in love with you. Stop making this harder than it has to. So come on over. Show me what your love feels like. So come on over. Show me what your love feels like. So here we are, lying underneath the stars. The harvest moon shining down on me and you. Oh boy, and you know damn well
So come on over, show me what your love feels like. Yeah. So come on over, show me what your love feels like. Yeah. 'Cause I don't ever wanna say goodbye at the end of the night. And I don't ever wanna cross the line, but your smile is driving me wild. So come on over, show me what your love feels like. Yeah. So come on over, baby. Yes. Show me what your love feels like. Ooh, show me what your love feels like. Yeah, so come on over, baby. Yeah. Come on, show me what your love feels like. Ooh, so come on over, baby. Ooh, come on and show me what your love feels like. Yeah, show me what your love feels like. Show me what your love feels like. Yeah, show me what your love feels like. Show me what your love feels like. Yeah. Thank y'all so much. That's the first song that's on. So 2019, I recorded 2 albums in 1 year, and I recorded a soulful Texas country record called Neon Side of Town, and which had some chart success on the Texas country music charts. I had 4 top 40 singles off of that record. I'll be doing a couple of the songs off of that, and then I also did an album over at Abbey Road Studios in London, and that is a more soulful blues, more adult contemporary album. And that had some success on the R&B charts and the Americana charts. Anyway, super cool. So 2 albums, 2 separate genres, different markets. And I just thought, I'm a writer, and I don't really know where I fit. My name is Season, after all. And Mom, you confused me. I was like, where? But no, I just thought, I'm a writer first off and foremost, and I'm just going to write what I feel. And so, like I said, just put out these 2 albums and just wanted to see where they would land. And it was a super cool year. And then, of course, COVID hit all of us really hard. So, but anyway, that song, Show Me Your Love, is off of the Steel Hearts record, which is the Abbey Road record, which I made vinyl for. Anybody who digs vinyl got vinyl for that. And then, so I'm gonna play y'all Neon Side of Town, which is what I was saying is the Texas country record. Because I write country, I write blues, I write jazz. I'll do a jazz number later on. I'm just all over the place. It's like musical ADD, I guess. But I'm from Texas, so I'm like, don't fence me in. Sometimes this day-to-day is all I can take. I work full-time, minimum wage. Bills are 2 months behind and my rent's late. Lord knows I gotta get away. So I'm headed for the neon side of town. Getting my troubleshoot some whiskey down. I got a couple bucks and a little smoke, more friends than I can count. Oh, I'm headed for the neon side of town. Just when I thought my bad luck would change, my baby called me up today. Looks like we're heading for 2 separate ways. I guess it's too little too late. So I'm headed for the neon side of town. Get my troubleshoot some whiskey down. I got a couple bucks and a little smoke and more friends than I can count. Oh, I'm headed for the neon side of town. Well, maybe I can hustle me a little game of pool, or sing some off-key karaoke, act like a fool. Or maybe I get too drunk and fall off my bar stool. Well, I pick myself back up because it's all good, hanging out on the neon side of town. Yeah, I forgot my troubleshooting whiskey down. Yeah, I got one more token now. I'm broke, so you're buying the next round. Yeah, hanging out on the neon side of town. Just shooting whiskey down. Shooting whiskey down. On the neon side of town. Ooh. Just shooting whiskey down on the neon side of town. Ooh. Just shooting whiskey down on the neon side of town. On the neon side of town. On the neon side of town. Thank y'all. That's the title track to the Texas country record, Neon Side of Town. And like I said, I was lucky enough to have 4 top 40 singles off of that record. Neon Side of Town, Jim Beam and Nicotine, Daddy Raised Hell, and Damn Good Man. So 4 singles, that record, and I happen to have them here. So, and all you guys online, you can find it everywhere you stream. It's on all that good stuff. So, I think the moisture, like it's like messing with the guitar. Yeah. So this next song took me about 3 years to write, and it's interesting. I love watching other songwriters and their process, and sometimes you find a lot of similarities in how they maneuver and move through songs and process and all that good stuff. And it's interesting, listening to Helene talk about how she knew she had that song, and it took her 2 years. I mean, till she was even ready to write it. And that's the thing about being a creative person. It's like it sits there and waits for you. It waits for you to finish it sometimes. It'll haunt you. It's like a ghost sometimes. But most of my songs are very autobiographical, like 90% of them. And then some of the other songs, I'm thinking of it from a cinematic viewpoint. I'm thinking like I've got 3 minutes and I'm creating a mini movie in a sense. And I'm going to insert myself into this character. So there's always a piece of me in every single song that I write. So this is one of those songs where I had the hook, but I didn't know where it was going. And the melody was there, and it just sort of lingered for years and years and years until the story was just sort of marinating, and finally it came to be. And like I said, I put some of me in there, and I will not divulge which pieces are me. But this song's called "No Good Reason Why," and I don't have it on a record, but maybe I will one day.
Took a bus from Chicago incognito, ended up in New Orleans. At the wrong place, at the wrong time, ended in the penitentiary. She fell in love out on parole, had an off-white wedding in Mexico. Oh, no. Well, the honeymoon came and went just like the colors of the fall. And everyone saw the ending just like the writing on the wall. But you can't judge a good book by its cover, 'cause this one ain't like all the others. No, no. She got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, out of excuses, no good reason why. Yeah, she got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, out of excuses, no good reason why. Well, she stole away before the break of day, cursing the morning sun, heading up the coast full of champagne toast on a cannonball run. After all the webs that she spun unraveled down the double barrel of his gun. No, no, no. She got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, out of excuses and no good reason why. Ooh, yeah, she got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, out of excuses, no good reason why. Ooh, no good reason why. No good reason why. She got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, out of excuses and no good reason why. She got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, out of excuses and no good reason why. She took a bus from Chicago incognito, ended up in New Orleans.
Well, since it's raining outside, I would say that's an understatement, right? It's like, I'm glad we're all in here. It's all good. So we had a crazy storm last night in LaGrange. Started about 2 something in the morning and just, monsooned just blew everything around. Tons of lightning. It was a beautiful lightning storm. Woke me up, and it was actually kind of beautiful. But anyway, since it's raining, it's kind of moody. We're gonna do a little tribute. I decided to put 3 of my like rain songs together. Okay, so this next song is actually on the Abbey Road record that I was talking about earlier. That album is called Steel Hearts, and this song has got some really lush string arrangements. It's got the London Philharmonic Symphony behind it, and it's extremely gorgeous. And I love this song because I used to live in Florida for a few years. I was there for about, eight years. Lived in Florida, and I had a little apartment right across the street from the beach. And in Florida, it monsoons quite a bit. There's hurricane season, so there's months where it rains like all the time. I mean, the sun will come out, but it might rain here and there, and it's not terrible, but you kind of get used to it, and it's kind of relaxing in a way. I used to have, like I said, this little apartment. I used to keep the doors open and the windows open, and I could hear the palm trees and the ocean and the rain trickling down. And this one afternoon, I wrote this song. It's called Rainy Day Serenade, and I didn't have anywhere to go, anywhere to be. I just stayed in my pajamas all day, and I wrote this song.
Rainy day, don't go away. I like the sound of the rain falling down on my window pane. Oh, I don't mind if the sun don't shine. I'll stay right here by your side, under covers warm and dry. Oh, rainy day. Oh, rainy day. Rainy day. Let's play charades and we'll pretend you're Fred Astaire. I'm Ginger Rogers dancing on air. I don't mind if we pass the time silently. Lightning strikes, rolling thunder passing by. Oh, rainy day. Oh, rainy day. Ooh, rainy, rainy, rainy day. Rainy day. Don't go away. Oh, rainy day. Don't go away. Don't go away.
Okay, so on with the next rain song. This next song is called Raining in Memphis. And this song is also on the Still Hearts record, and a super personal song. I was going through a divorce, and the day that it finally hit me that it was really over, I wrote the song, and it helped me heal. Very, very cathartic. It's got to be in tune or I'll go insane.
There was something in the way he said goodbye that day. It didn't feel right. And then he let go of my embrace. He turned quickly away. I couldn't see his face. But underneath his breath, I swear, I heard him whisper, I don't care anyways. So what's the use, I guess? I can't find happiness in this place. It's always raining in Memphis. Always raining in Memphis. Won't somebody take the blues out of the blues and help me pick up the pieces? So I watched him walk away. Wasn't anything left to say. It didn't feel right. But I long for his embrace. I so desperately yearn to feel his face. But after all is said and done, I know that I'm the only one to blame. So what's the use, I guess? I can't find happiness anyways. It's always raining in Memphis. Always raining in Memphis. Won't somebody take the blues out of the blues? Help me pick up the pieces. It's always raining in Memphis. Always raining in Memphis. Won't somebody take the blues out of the blues? Help me pick up the pieces.
Thank y'all. Okay, one more rain song, and then we'll move on. This is a brand new song, brand new, and it's always terrifying when you debut something that hasn't grown its legs yet. I mean, we write songs, and that's good, but then you have to acclimate them. They have to like grow on you. They have to be a part of you, and that takes practice. And so you just have to get out there and you just have to keep doing it again and again. So thanks for letting me be vulnerable and try out this new song, especially for the whole world to see. So if I screw it up, it's okay. Well, yeah, we'll just keep going. Get to the chorus. Get to the chorus. My guitar is not playing along today. It's just not like in the humidity, but so I'm sorry for tuning in public. It's pretty rude. Okay, this song is called "The Storm," and the storm is an archetype. It's so many things. I mean, when you think of the storm, we already have sort of a built-in story of what we think the storm is, and when you think about the storm, it comes in, it wreaks havoc, it creates chaos and destruction. But then in the wake, the storm passes, and then there's always a renew. So in a way, I'm going through my own personal storm. I think all of us collectively, recently, I mean, just in the past year and a half, we've all been going through a storm. And I guess the point is that sometimes you can't go around it, you can't go under it, you can't go over it. You just have to sit in acceptance. There's a level of acceptance of like, okay, I'm here. It is what it is, and that's okay. So the point is just accept it and know that this too shall pass.
Can't outrun the storm, so I guess I'll just wait it out. Lean into the wind, dance in the rain. Can't deny the lightning, thunder is ringing in my ears. Nowhere to hide, take shelter from the pain. So let it rain, let it flood, let it wash away traces of everything I thought I was. So let it rain, let it pour, let it be what it will be. I can't outrun the storm. The damage is done, so I guess I'll just patch it up. Learn how to rebuild, make a new start. Some pieces are missing, but it's not the end of the world. It's no better time to mend up my heart. So let it break, let it fall, let it crumble down held up my wall. Let it break, let it come undone. Let it be what it will be, the damage is done. I can't outrun the storm, so I guess I'll just wait it out. Look for the sun at the break of dawn. There's a bright silver lining. I'm not fighting anymore. Let it be what it will be. I can't outrun the storm. Let it be what it will be. Can't outrun the storm.
I didn't screw it up. Yeah. Woo. Thanks for letting me debut that song, and hope everybody enjoyed that one. All right, so now onward. We're done through the storm. Everybody want to get happy now? I don't want y'all to get worried about me. I do write happy songs. As a matter of fact, the song is called The Happy Song. All right, who knows how to whistle in here? Okay. Not, yeah, there you go. Like pucker whistle. Okay, good. Okay, I'm gonna call you guys in for a whistle later.
Way up here above the clouds, I don't ever want to come back down. Vanilla sky, and I feel so happy. High above, streets below, people smile because they know I'm in love, and I feel so happy. And it's so silly that I love you madly. When we're apart, it hurts my heart so badly. Yeah. But for now, hold me near, whisper softly in my ear. I love you, and I feel so happy. Silly that I love you madly. When we're apart, it hurts my heart so badly. Yeah. But for now, hold me near, whisper softly in my ear. I love you, and I feel so happy. Come on now. Everybody whistle now. That's awesome. One more time.
fact, you can't whistle and smile at the same time. Yeah, I feel so happy, yeah. Oh, I feel so happy, yes. I love you, and I feel so happy, yeah. I feel so happy, yeah. Oh, I feel so happy, yes. I love you. And I love all of you out there. And I feel so happy. The happy song. I feel so much more happier. Y'all are good whistlers. Y'all are great. They're great. Are you saying I'm better than you? Better than you. You say you love me, then you walk away. You say you need me, but you never stay. No. You say you call me, but you never do. You got me sitting, waiting like a fool. Oh, you break my heart, and baby, you're so good. Nobody does it better than you. Nobody does it better than you, baby. Nobody breaks my heart like you. Nobody does it better than you, baby. Nobody breaks my heart like you do. Well, you chew me up and then you spit me out. You fill me up and then you pour me out. You get me high and then you bring me down. Yeah, well, you've got my head spinning round and round. Oh, you break my heart and baby, you're so good. Nobody does it better than you. Nobody does it better than you, baby. Nobody breaks my heart like you. Nobody does it better than you, baby. Nobody breaks my heart like you do. Nobody breaks my heart. I said, 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 nobody breaks my heart. Nobody breaks my heart better than you. Better than you. Nobody breaks my heart better than you. Skip that dip, got get skittered did rap get skip skittered skip that skip bop get skittered did rap did skip bop get skittered did rap skip get done. Nobody breaks my heart better than you. Oh, nobody breaks my heart better than you. makes my heart better than you. Okay, so I'm going to jump back to the Texas country record, Neon Side of Town. This was the first single I released off of that album, and as a debut artist on the charts and to the Texas scene, this song made it all the way to the top 40. So it was a pretty big feat for a debut artist in the Texas world. The song's called Jim Beam and Nicotine. Jim Beam and nicotine are just some of the things that I turn to since I don't have you. I light up a cigarette and I try to forget how much I still love you. When you decided to leave, well, I put my heart on my sleeve, and you walked away so easily, but it's still hard for me. Well, Jim Beam and nicotine are just some of the things that I turn to since I don't have you. I light up a cigarette, but I just can't forget how much I still need you. When you decided to leave, well, I put my heart on my sleeve, and you walked away so easily, but it's still hard for me. Well, I got my friends, Marlboro Man and Jim Beam to keep me company. Yeah. So now I fill my glass up and raise a toast to wasted memories. Oh, Jim Beam and nicotine, just some of the things that I turn to since I don't have you. I light up a cigarette, but I just can't forget how much I still love you. Thanks. Yeah, and then shortly after that, I wrote this next love song, straight from my heart, and it's called Shut Your Mouth. Hey! Well, it took me a while, but I figured you out. You're a smooth talking son of a gun. You're a modern day Romeo lover boy, looking like something that might be fun. But underneath your snakeskin boots and your Stetson hat, you got a crooked smile. And I found out later that you spread yourself around, baby, wider than a country mile. You're not gonna take me for a little Bo Peep. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. So shut your mouth, yeah, baby, and kiss me goodbye. Oh, shut your mouth. I ain't buying your sorry alibi. You can shove those white lies where the sun don't shine. Yeah, you can't shut your mouth and kiss me goodbye. Hey, well, I heard it through the pool hall grapevine that you had another little girl on the side. And my brother's ex-girlfriend saw you at the motor inn with the last Saturday night. But little did you know that I got eyes in every corner of this town. And you better best believe, baby, I'm the kind of girl that you don't want to screw around. You're not gonna play me like a game of dice. You don't get to roll me twice. So shut your mouth, hey, baby, and kiss me goodbye. Oh, shut your mouth. I ain't buying your sorry alibi. You can shove those white lies where the sun don't shine. Yeah, you can't shut your mouth and kiss me goodbye. Yeah, 'cause you don't fool me with those crocodile tears. You can't find salvation here, baby, no, no, no. Amen. Your excuses have fallen on deaf ears. I'm taking the high road out of here. Hell yeah. Bye, 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 baby. Shut your mouth, baby, and kiss me goodbye. Oh, shut your mouth. I ain't buying your sorry alibi. And you can shove those white lies where the sun don't shine. Yeah, you can't shut your mouth and kiss me goodbye. Hey, baby, shut your mouth and kiss me goodbye. Yeah, baby, shut your mouth and kiss me goodbye. Hey, baby, shut your mouth and kiss me goodbye. Yeah, you can kiss me goodbye. Ah, a little goodbye. Well, that's Shut Your Mouth and Kiss Me Goodbye. So this next song is called This Is Goodbye. And this song is on the Abbey Road record, the Steel Hearts album. So like I said, I put out 2 records back to back in 2019. The Texas Country record, which is super cool. It's bluesy. It's like a female Chris Stapleton record. That one's called Neon Side of Town. And then the Abbey Road record, which is more like a Bonnie Raitt meets Adele record. It's Steel Hearts. That's the name of that record. And this is the last song on that record because that record it had a lot to say, and it needed to end with this song called "This Is Goodbye." I've seen one too many heartaches, and I've been let down too many times. So why should I believe that you could change? It's just easier for me to break ties. So no, I'm not gonna waste my time. It's just a matter of time before we
say goodbye. So no, I'm not gonna waste my time. It's just a matter of time before we say goodbye. I've taken one too many chances, and I've heard one too many lies. So don't fool me with your romances. I've given you one too many tries. So no, I'm not gonna waste my time. It's just a matter of time before we say goodbye. So no, I'm not gonna waste my time. It's just a matter of time before we say goodbye. And I'm sure gonna miss you, yeah. But I'm not gonna miss all the sleepless nights, no. And I'm sure gonna feel brand new when I'm holding my head up high. Ooh, so no, I'm not gonna waste my time no more. It's just a matter of time. Oh, before we say goodbye, so goodbye, so baby, goodbye. I'm not gonna change my mind. Baby, this is goodbye. This is goodbye. Baby, goodbye.
All right. Got a couple more. I'm so honored to be here. And once again, thanks to Tracy for inviting me out and Helene and supporting Texas Women, Lone Star Women series. I think this is a great series at showcasing female artists, singer-songwriter. So super, super cool. This song... well, I was going to do... Okay, I'm going to end with this song, and then we're going to do another song at the end, but so I'm going to end with this song. I didn't want to say that. I'm like, no. The song's called Desperately in Love.
Baby, have mercy on me. I think you really done it. I can't get no relief. Can't wrap my head around it. There's something going on. Now, do you feel it too? Oh, I'm so desperate, baby, desperate. desperately in love with you. Baby, what you doing to me? Got no way to describe it. I can't hardly believe, can't wrap my head around it. There's something going on. Tell me you feel it too. Oh, I'm so desperate, baby, desperately in love with you. I'm so desperate, you got me singing the blues. I'm so desperate, I got nothing to lose. I'm so desperate, you got me down on my knees. You got me begging, pleading, baby, baby, pretty, please. Oh yeah. Oh, baby, what you doing to me? Got no way to describe it. I can barely breathe. I can't turn my back on it. There's something going on. I know you feel it too. Oh, I'm so desperate, baby, desperately in love with you. I'm so desperate, you got me singing the blues. I'm so desperate, I got nothing to lose. I'm so desperate, you got me down on my knees. You got me begging, pleading, baby, baby, pretty, please. Oh, I'm so desperate. Oh, I'm so desperate. Yeah, you got me so desperate, baby. Yeah, yeah, you got me desperate. Ooh, desperate. You got me desperate. Ooh, desperate. You got me desperate. Oh, desperate, baby. You got me desperate. Yeah, yeah. You got me desperate. Oh, desperate. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Can I get an amen? Yes, you do. You got me so desperate, baby, yeah.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks, everyone, for coming out and supporting us. It means a lot. Y'all, we'll see you down the road. And everybody online, thanks for tuning in. Smile and wave, folks. Ooh, it's hot up here. It is hot. Steamy. It's very hot. They told me not to pick my nose, so